Yeah, Namaste, Swamiji.
Namaste.
So I have a question related to the observer and the observed. So can we say like from the point of view of Jiva and Ishvara, there is an observer, so there is the observed universe. But from Brahman point of view, there is no such thing as observation. So Brahman only remains, there is no universe or world.
Yes, you can say that. The observer and observed is there only when you're talking about subject-object. When there is already a split, I am experiencing something separately. So one Uttarakhand sadhu put it so beautifully. What is Satchidananda? I will tell you in Hindi and translate into English. Jahan aadhar aadheya ek ho, wo sat hai. Where the ground, and there is no translation for aadhar aadheya. Supporter and supported, container and contained. I'll explain later. Where container and contained are one, supporter supported are one, that is Sat. Jahan gyata geya ek ho, wo chit hai. Where the knower and the known, observer and observed are one, that is called chit, consciousness. And jahan bhokta bhogya ek ho, wo anand hai. Where the enjoyer and enjoyed are one, that is called ananda. What does it mean? See, usually, first one, Aadhar Adheya. Basically, Aadhar means support, ground. Adheya means that which is put on the ground, one on top of the other. Or pot, in which water is kept. Pot is the Aadhara and water is the Adheya. Usually they are different. This is no, Aadhar and Adheya are actually one. Same thing. How? It is possible. When you look at something like clay and pot, water and wave, what is the Aadhara there? The basis, clay. And what is there in that clay? Pot. But there in that clay does not mean the clay is there and that one pot is kept. In the pot is a name and a form and a function imposed on, superimposed on, the same superimposition, superimposed on clay. Wave is a name and a form and a function superimposed on water. Without the clay, no pot. Without the water, no wave. Now notice, in this case, clay and pot are one reality. Water and wave are one reality. It's not that one thing has been kept in another, though they seem to be different. Pot is, because we have two names, clay is one name, pot is another name. So you think that pot is something in the clay or made out of clay. No, clay is the only reality there. So in that sense, if you look at the universe, Sat is the only reality. What do we normally see? Everything exists. So you say existence is the ground and everything is there are things which exist. But here, things which exist and existence are one reality. What is that one reality? Existence. That is Sat. So every existing thing is an appearance in existence. Existence with a capital E. Just like every pot, you can say, is a name and a form and a function imposed upon clay. Every being in this universe, whatever exists in this universe, is a name and a form and a function imposed upon existence. And that existence you are. That is Sat. What is Chit, consciousness? Normally, what do you think about consciousness? Knower and known. As she said, experiencer and observer and observed. I am the reader, book is the read. I am the knower, this is known. You are the knower, and what I am saying is known. You're looking at me and hearing my voice. What you are seeing and what you are hearing is the known, and you are the knower. Two are different. Usually the two are different. Knowledge works when knower and known are different. Knower and known are not the same. And yet, imagine dreams. In the dream, you're walking along and looking at people, enjoying a cup of coffee. But when you wake up, the people you met, the cup of coffee you enjoyed, and the body which you had in the dream, they're all nothing apart from you, the dreamer, the dreamer's mind. The knower, the actual knower, and what it knew in the dream. What it knew in the dream is nothing other than the knower. Objects in the dream are nothing other than the dreaming mind. They are all superimpositions, name, form, and function superimposed upon one mind, which is the dreamer's mind. Similarly, that's the dream example. Similarly, in this case, there's one consciousness, you. And in you, whatever you know, they're appearing in you. They're not different from you. Knower and known are one. Whatever you know, it seems that I am the knower, This is something known and they're different from me. They exist apart from me. No, they don't. They exist in you, the consciousness. They're appearing in you, the consciousness. Lamp, a computer, table, names, lamp, computer, table. Forms and activities. Lamp illumines, computer connects me to you, table supports the computer. But they are all in my consciousness. They appear to my consciousness, they are in my consciousness, they are nothing different from my consciousness. That is called chit. Jnata, Genya, Ek ho jahan. See, all this I'm explaining, he just said in one sentence. Yeah. And that chit, that consciousness you are. What is the mistake we make? We think that there are existing things and I am one existing thing. But Vedanta tells you there is existence in which appears all existing things and you are that existence. What mistake do we make? We think we are the knower and there are many things we know. Vedanta says, no, no, you are consciousness itself in which appears knower and known. And that consciousness you are. Jahan bhokta bhogya ek ho. Normally when we enjoy bliss, happiness, fulfillment, what do we think? Here are the things we enjoy. My favorite food, my favorite book, my favorite person, activity, hobby, all of these things are I enjoy. I am the enjoyer. This is what we think. They're separate. Because they're separate, I have spent my lifetime pursuing those things and trying to get them and trying to keep them. I'm eager to get them, scared of losing them, and working hard to maintain them. And what Vedanta says is that you, the enjoyer, and what you enjoy, you are one and the same thing. Example, the story of Princess of Kashi. I will not repeat it here. The prince thought that the Princess of Kashi was a separate person. He wanted to marry her. But he realized the picture he had seen was his own picture. He had forgotten it. As a kid, he had been painted. He had worn a dress of a princess and he had been painted at that. You know the story. I have told the story. So there the enjoyer and the enjoyed, the lover and the beloved are one reality. What he loves is not different from him. Is he himself in another form. Similarly, Ananda is that not where one enjoys another thing, where the enjoyer and enjoyed, the lover and the beloved are one reality. That is Ananda. One more clue. The clue for this, understanding this, the Adhara Adheya is one, and that is Sat. That understanding we get from the waking world. Jagrat Prapancha. It's a clue. That the seer and the seen, the knower and the known are one reality, and that is Chit. That understanding we get from our dream experience. Then the enjoyer and the enjoyed, Bhokta Bhogya are one, and that is Ananda. That experience we get from the understanding we get from deep sleep experience. What the waking experience teaches us is it's an ocean of existence. What the dream experience teaches us is it is just one awareness. And what the deep sleep experience teaches us is it is abheda, there is no difference. It is the same, one uniform sameness everywhere. The delight is it appears as different. Now you can enjoy it. After understanding this also, come back, see husband, wife, house, father, mother, children, world, problems, disease, COVID, pain, suffering, hospital, recovery, death. All of it is appearing and disappearing in you, the limitless Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. You are that. Okay. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ram Krishna Arpanamastu.